Don't bathe. That is reportedly the most famous instruction, offering us a glimpse into Napoleon Bonaparte's relationship with Joséphine de Beauharnais. But beyond the infamous au naturel anecdote, who was Joséphine? It is often said that one can tell much about a person through the fragrances they love. Joséphine possessed a deep fascination for musk, becoming associated with the Muscadins, a society of musk enthusiasts. Roses and violets followed closely amongst her preferred notes. It was Joséphine who introduced Napoleon to fragrance culture to such an extent that his own orders reportedly reached between 50 and 60 bottles of cologne per month. Yet these quantities must be understood through the lens of early 19th century formulations, which were far lighter and less persistent than modern perfumes. Napoleon himself favored compositions blending citrus with lavender, thyme, and rosemary, aromas said to evoke memories of his Corsican childhood. What truly distinguished him from many of his contemporaries, however, was his surprisingly modern relationship with hygiene. For Napoleon, fragrance was not meant to conceal odors, but to prevent them. His bathing rituals, based around hot water and steam, were almost reminiscent of Eastern hammers. Invoices preserved from the early 1800s point toward Chardin and Jean-Marie Farina amongst Napoleon's preferred perfumers. In 1807, Houbigant became associated with the imperial court after creating a fragrance for Joséphine. Fragrance was equally perceived as restorative. It is said Napoleon would place drops of farina onto his handkerchief before pressing it against his forehead, temples, and even lips. Whether Napoleon's passion for fragrance had already become widely known or not, François Rancé of Grasse dedicated a composition to him. Le Vainqueur, the Victor. Joséphine reportedly became so enchanted by the fragrance that she requested one of her own. Rancé responded with L'Impératrice. Napoleon's only condition was that neither perfume should ever be reproduced for another client. The exclusivity clause reportedly remained in place for 2 centuries, finally expiring in 2005. Another fragrance often associated with Napoleon is 4711 Eau de Cologne. During the French occupation of Cologne, houses were assigned military numbers. The apothecary where the fragrance was developed received the number 4711.